This video was sponsored by One Nest Studios. Elevate your sound. If you're looking for a studio that is reasonably priced to record your music, podcasts, etc., then you cannot go wrong with One Nest Studios. Contact the number down below or the email address or visit their website for more details. Thank you. Hi, this is my video and I've got to show you this. I think it's called the YOOZON Bluetooth Selfie Stick. Now I've purchased this off Amazon for $6.99. It's just a simple Bluetooth selfie stick, and we'll go around the box, and at the bottom here for some reason there's a picture of the camera, but my guess is that you can take photographs and videos with this. That's what that's supposed to mean. At the bottom here it has a Bluetooth shutter button built into the actual handle, and here it is capable of connecting to iOS and Android. On the side here is just basic instructions how to replace the battery that you get in this Bluetooth selfie stick. A couple of little bits of more literature, how to use it and what the button is for and how to set it up, etc. And back on here we have the simple specifications on here, which just basically states that it's a Bluetooth selfie stick and the model number, and I'll try to get that in focus if I can. And as you can see here, here's the specifications in English and in other languages as well. Now this is what you get in the box. We get a coin cell lithium battery, and this is a CR1620 battery, so you get a spare one of them because you'll also get one that's in the unit. You'll get this little instruction book, which is basically states what the box states when I showed you earlier on. That's what you get in this little literature. And now we have the selfie stick itself. Now, to those of you to my channel who's subscribed to my channel will probably look on this and say this is quite familiar, because it basically has the same shape as the Blitzwolf selfie stick. It has the same kind of shape of that, which is this kind of cylindrical tube shape. That's a tongue tie, that is. It has that kind of shape, but the difference being with this is it absolutely feels like it's all metal, while the Blitzwolf is more of a plastic feeling to it, but this has a kind of a metal feeling to it. And also the circumference or diameter of the actual unit is thinner than the Blitzwolf. Now I'll go around the actual selfie stick itself. At the bottom here we have a little door here, and which it caters for, and I'll try and take that off, which is caters for the coin cell battery that fits in there. So as I said, you get a spare one of them. Moving around the selfie stick itself, we have this kind of matte finish to it. There is no grip, it's just a matte finish. Further up we have the shutter button here, and on the top here we have an LED light which glows green to say when this is in operation. Now this LED light here will flash every 5 seconds to tell you that the shutter button is in operation and in working order. And at the very top here we have the mount that's enclosed into this selfie stick, and we have the company's name, YOOZON. I hope I got that one right. Now just before I go on to show you the actual selfie stick, the shutter button here. Now to link the shutter button with your phone, it doesn't matter if you've got a iOS phone, Apple phone, or an Android phone, all of them are covered. You simply go into settings, then Bluetooth. For Android users, make sure that your phone is in discovery mode so it can see the Bluetooth shutter. And what you do, you get this, you press the shutter button to when you see a long green light. Now it's hard to pick it up on this, I'm trying my best to pick it up. You get a long green light that's showing there, and on your Bluetooth on your phone it will come up, and I'll try my best to get it in focus, as YOOZON S50. That's right, YOOZON S50 will come up on there. Now once that's connected and you've paired with your phone, once it's connected, every 5 seconds this light will blink. So it'll come off, then 5 seconds later it will blink, it will keep blinking. Now it doesn't mean that it's trying to search for this, it's just to tell you that the button is in operation, use. That means you can start using it, the button is on. Now when you want to finish, you simply do an 8-second press on this button and it will shut down the button. Now there is a timer function on here of 20 seconds if it's not in use. After 20 seconds, roughly around that, it will shut down. Now YOOZON, hope I got that one right, states that the overall length of this selfie stick is 27 inches. When fully extended out is 27 inches. Now I do not go by that because you lose some inches on the handle and you lose some inches at the top with your phone mount. So I normally go by the proper, to me is the proper extension length of this stem. And between the bottom of the mount here and the top of the handle, between these 2 points here, it is 16 inches. So really it extends out to 16 inches between these 2 points. Now YOOZON, from now on I'm just going to call it Yun. Right? Yun uses the old car aerial type of extension and friction, so that's what it uses to extend out. And as you can see, it just uses this stainless steel, I would say stainless steel aerial type pull out. And I have to admit, considering its the price and how it is with this particular stem, it doesn't smell, so it isn't that cheap. And also it has a kind of resistance to it, which is quite good. So you know that there's some longevity in there when you keep closing this down and retracting it down and extending it out. So that's not too bad. It doesn't require no twisting to keep it out, so you bear that in mind. It also has a seam running down the actual front, but no seam at the back, which is a bit of a shame, because if they gave it an extra seam, we'll give it more strength. But if I shake it, there's no really wobble as such in this stem because it only extends out to 16 inches. Now, as for where the phone mount is, here it's just a simple phone mount. It is spring loaded. I'll take my phone out there. It is spring loaded, and we have a rubber at the top here and a rubber at the bottom. And it only keeps your phone, which I have noticed, in a landscape position like this. Now I've tried to turn it and it does not turn. So this does not hold your phone in portrait at all. You're going to have to twist your arm. So basically we have a landscape, and if you want portrait, you're going to have to turn the whole entire selfie stick to get a portrait shot. Now for the shutter button test. Some shutter buttons on some selfie sticks, not all, but some of them, mute the sound of the shutter. So when you press the button, You do not hear the actual phone make a shutter sound saying it's taking the picture or the video. So with the Sun, I will press the button and let's see if we can hear if there's a sound. And there is a sound when you press the shutter button when you're taking photo. So now I'm going to do that for video, and you're looking at the circle and it should turn into a square and make a sound when I press the button, which it has done, and you heard the sound. And when I press it to stop, you can hear the sound. So you can clearly hear the sound of the shutter button does make the sound with your phone. Now, being that this phone mount at the top of this selfie stick only holds the phone in landscape position, at the same time, you have to be aware that it only holds the phone in a 90-degree position. So basically, it's straight on like so, and it bends like that. So you can angle this towards you and also keep it straight like that. It does not do what some selfie sticks do, which has 180 degrees, which basically it will take it from here all the way back to that position here. This does not do that. Now, this part of the video is where I come to my 2p worth conclusion of the YOOZON, I hope I got that one right, selfie stick. Now, I'm going to start off with the negatives of this, and the first negatives has to be the mount at the top. The mount is to me, is one of its biggest negatives. It does not hold your phone or doesn't rotate your phone to a portrait position. All it does landscape. So if you need portrait, you're going to have to turn the whole entire selfie stick to get a portrait position. Another negative has to do with the stem, not because it only has one seam, but as you can see in my other videos, this design to me is based off the Blitzwolf, or similar to the Blitzwolf, but while the Blitzwolf will have the stem the same color as the actual unit in black, this chooses to have this car aerial type stainless steel or steel stem, which to me gives it a bit of a cheap feeling, cheaper than the price that you're paying for it. So but on the other hand, it doesn't smell, and I have had other selfie sticks which are in this price range and cheaper, and the moment you pull out the selfie stick, it has a kind of smell of metal to it, which is a sicky smell to me anyway. This does not have that. And the last negative has to be the actual unit when you're holding it. This does feel slippy. Now, at the moment we are in spring in the UK, and the room temperature of this room at the present moment is only at 15 degrees, I think, or 15 Celsius, around that. And this feels like slipping out my hand. Now, if this was in much warmer weather where you're sweating, you're going to have to be careful, because it does feel like it wants to drop out your hand, because it is very, very smooth. Now for the positives. The construction of this is really good. I have to say that, considering that you're only paying $6.99 for it, the construction is quite good. It does feel solid, especially when it collapses down. It does feel really, really solid. And when you extend out the selfie stick, there's no wobble in the actual stem itself. So that's a good plus point on there. The mount, even though it cannot go into portrait, the grippiness of the mount is very, very good. And the actual use of the shutter button and how to connect it, very, very simple, very, very easy. That's great. And I like how you can shut it down when you need to shut it down. It's really, really good. And I like the actual light that keeps flashing the LED that's flashing every 5 seconds to keep telling you that this thing is on. So that is really, really good. And a last good point about this has to be that this is battery rather than charge. Now, I know some people rather prefer to charge than a battery, but to me, I kind of like batteries because at least once you put a coin cell battery in there, they last for ages. And also, if you won't forget to charge it, because if you forget to charge with other selfie sticks, that is it. For your usage on using the shutter button, you're gonna have to do it manually. That's the end of my 2p worth and conclusion on the YOOZON Bluetooth selfie stick. Now, if you happen to have this selfie stick or a similar type, because it looks like this may be generic, looking on Amazon that various other companies make roughly the same thing. Please let us know down in the comment section what you thought about it, because your opinions are different to my opinions. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. I perfectly understand my videos can be long, but I'm trying to save you the unexpected expectations when you buy this product or any of products that I review, and then you can say to yourself, yeah, that guy on YouTube, he was right. This doesn't feel too good, or that thing feels really all right. That, you know, I like that kind of feature. I'm providing you that. And please subscribe to my video. And oh yes, thanks for watching.